1, 0. Ignition, liftoff, Semper aim high.
We begin with the disturbing problem inside what is the Democratic Socialist Party. The very same people who screamed Russia, Russia, Russia for years and years. Well, they might want to now begin to take a long look in the mirror because they must address what is an all too cozy relationship with all things China, China, China. As we have long documented on this program, beginning in January of 2018 with Peter Schweitzer when Secret Empires came out, the People's Republic of China is, yes, these are other bad regimes, but it is the most malignant government on earth. And that's saying something given the other hostile regimes like Russia, Russia, Iran, Iran. But that did not stop zero experience Hunter Biden. He was raking in millions in cash and equity from well-connected, high-ranking Chinese nationals and begging for millions more from a Chinese energy company. And breaking tonight, according to text messages obtained by Fox News, we can report that Hunter's now ex-business associates were actively looking for ways to, quote, get Joe, remember the big guy, involved in their China venture. And one of Hunter's former partners even texted, quote, let's get the company set up and then tell H and family and the high stakes and get Joe involved. Get Joe involved. Let me repeat. Why on earth would Hunter's business associates want to get Joe Biden involved with a private equity deal in a foreign country like China, which is a hostile regime towards us? Were they selling the access? Again, special treatment. Are they compromised? In other words, the former vice president and his son, what does China have on them? What potential compromise can exist? And what does this mean for the country? But remember, during a train wreck interview on GMA, Zero Experience Hunter claimed he had not received 1 cent from his China deals. Now, why would he have said that? The Johnson-Grassley report contradicts that and detailed the millions in wire transfers, from China. And the report also found that Hunter's family went on a $100,000 shopping spree, compliments of a Chinese national. Remember, Tony Bobolinsky was on with Tucker, Hunter's former business partner, claiming that Hunter received direct payments from China. Even Hunter's own attorney was forced to issue a clarification after the disastrous GMA interview, admitting his client received equity. Well, it tends to be in the millions and millions of dollars, we now know. And breaking tonight, a report from the Daily Caller shows that Hunter Biden was due to receive massive payouts from a Chinese equity venture starting in 2019 and continuing for, quote, a couple of years. In other words, to put it simply, as we speak, Hunter or someone else in the Biden family might well be receiving cash now from China. Joe Biden wants to run this country. His son might well be getting cash payments from what is our #1 adversary, the most malignant country in the world. That is more than a little concerning. What if the last name was Trump? I wonder how the media would react. That is worse, by the way, than anything the Russia collusion truthers ever dreamed up. But Joe Biden wants you to believe this is nothing more than a big right-wing smear campaign. Take a look.
We have great confidence in our son. I am not concerned about any accusations been made against him. It's used to get to me. I think it's kind of foul play, but look, it is what it is, and he's a grown man. He is the smartest man I know. I mean, in pure intellectual capacity, and as long as he's good, we're good.
As long as he's good, we're good. Well, it's not good to me. Remember, Hunter Biden currently under a federal criminal probe as we speak involving international money laundering, tax evasion. This is not going away, and it's not a right-wing smear. This is an independent federal probe that has nothing to do with President Trump or his administration. And now Senator Rand Paul, he is rightly calling on the feds to treat Hunter just like they would treat anyone else connected to Trump or his campaign. Take a look.
If he's confident, he should leave in place the U.S. attorney who's investigating Hunter Biden. There is a U.S. attorney in Delaware doing this. Traditionally, when a new president comes in, they fire all the U.S. attorneys. If he wants to show that this is going to be a upright, upstanding Biden administration and that they're going to actually let the cards lie where the cards lie on Hunter Biden, he needs to leave that U.S. attorney in place. So that's something very carefully to watch. If the U.S. attorney is fired in the first weeks of the administration, and if the investigation goes to a Biden appointee, you can tell the fix is in and there's not going to be justice. But Hunter Biden deserves the same justice that Paul Manafort got. Nothing less, nothing more.
Okay, no matter what happens with the investigation, at least zero experience Hunter will always have something to fall back on. And breaking this week, despite no real experience in the art world, well, it appears that zero experience Hunter was able to land a solo show at a prominent New York art gallery. Wonder how he got that. I'm sure it's his great talent. And of course, the Biden family is not the only liability inside the Democratic Party. House Intel Committee member Eric Swalwell, as you know, had a years-long relationship with a reported Chinese spy named Christina Fang. Swalwell, to this day, refuses to answer a single question about whether or not the relationship was more than platonic, which could make a difference. But Fang has been accused of sleeping with many politicians across the country. It does raise the question, what, if anything, did he divulge in terms of state secrets, being on the House Intel Committee, to this spy that he was hanging out with a lawful lot, who got an intern in his office and she was raising money for? We don't have an idea, and this has been hidden from the American people for a long time. Swalwell, another Russian truther, it refuses to answer any of our questions. Take a look.
Congressman Swalwell, do you plan on stepping down from the committee or anything like that? Or resigning from Congress? Can you tell us anything about your relationship with Ms. Fang? Anything in general? Congressman Swalwell?
So what did he know? When did he know it? What did Pelosi know? When did she know it? And the same would go for the corrupt, congenital liar, the compromised one himself, Adam Schiff. At the very least, Swalwell must be removed from the Intel Committee. He's had a long relationship with a Chinese spy. She placed an intern in his office. His judgment is clearly lacking. He can't be trusted with state secrets, plain and simple. Imagine the outrage in the mob, the media, big tech, and the Democrats if Swalwell was a Republican, or God forbid he had the last name Trump. The reaction would be apoplectic. The coverage would be filled with breathless hysteria, second after second after second of every day.
The very word secrecy is repugnant in a free and open society. And we are, as a people, inherently and historically opposed to secret societies, to secret oaths, and to secret proceedings. We decided long ago that the dangers of excessive and unwarranted concealment of pertinent facts far outweighed the dangers which are cited to justify it.